All right, so here we have the natural titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, this is my personal phone. It's the phone that I ordered for myself. We have last year's titanium right here to compare. I'm hoping for some different shade or different change or something because Apple never keeps them consistent year over year. You know one thing, they'll name them the same, but they'll change them. So let's see here. Oh, instantly, yes, there is a difference. There's 100% a difference. I don't know if I like it or not, but at least we got something new here. Not a huge difference, but there's something. And I think you can tell too that, ooh, is it less pearlescent? It might be. Let's swap the sides here. They're definitely looking different to me. Of course, this has a whole year of use, so maybe yellowed a bit. It looks like it's the yellowed compared to this one. I'm not sure. This looks maybe a little bit more satin, more kind of clear on that titanium color or on that grayish color that it kind of has. Less yellowy. I'm not sure. Let's see the sides here. Compare that. Ooh, also the same thing. I feel like it is a little bit less yellowy. It might not come across in camera. Is it a huge difference? No. So we might be kind of pulling at straws here, just kind of wasting time. But again, I'm switching from a 15 Pro to a Pro Max. That might be a whole video in and of itself because I've always been a big proponent of just keeping the small phone. But this year I've decided to switch up for many reasons. Regardless, what you're gonna get here is just more battery life than the small one. No other difference. Last year they did the thing where like this phone had not the 5x telephoto zoom, and it had technically not the latest and greatest camera. But this year they both have the same thing. So if you get the Pro or the Pro Max, you're getting the exact same phone and features all across the board, with the exception of just larger battery life on the Pro Max. Now I also got the 1TB model because I'm absolutely sick and tired of all my apps and games. I like to play a lot of games on here. I like to have a lot of apps of them getting offloaded because I don't use them for a month or two, and I'm just like tired of that. So I just like, whatever, let's just get 1TB. Let's see how that goes. Inside the box, you're not gonna get much, just the cable, same as the iPhone 16, 2 pieces of paper, no stickers or anything like that. Just to compare the boxes here, you can see the Pro models are gonna have the screen on here, and then the normal models or the non-pro are gonna have the back of the phone. It is frustrating to me a little bit, and just a little bit of a rant here, that Apple just can't make fun colors on the Pro models. I'm absolutely sick of it. Like, we almost kind of went in this direction of fun colors with the green one that they had, and then they had the purple one, and so we thought, you know, are they gonna do fun colors? Maybe, but we got that new sand or dune or what's it called? Desert iPhone, which I wonder if I'll regret my decision of going with natural titanium again, but we'll see in the next video because that's the one that's next up. I just don't think that's different enough visually to the natural titanium. I guess we'll see. Based on the pictures just online, I'm like, we basically are back to the trio of white, black, gold, and then the crazy one here is the natural titanium, but we got that last year. So where's the fun colors, Apple? I mean, literally a blue, an orange, a green, something fun. Come on. It's like these colors on the normal 16 models, they're so fun. And here we have everything's just so dull and boring. Even the cases are dull and boring year after year. On that, give me some colorful MacBooks as well. Like, this is just a little tangent. Apple really they're just kind of going in the wrong direction. It's just frustrating to see it sometimes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set up my phone, but a quick word from our sponsors, ESR, on their new magnetic slim charging banks here that we have. Now here we have ESR's QI2 MagSafe battery pack. It's a 5000 milliamp hour battery pack with a kickstand. It's ultra compact, slim, and only 15.5 millimeters thick, which is 38% slimmer than competitors. The great thing here is that it comes in a bunch of different colors, but even better is that it has cool charging because it has NTC sensors and an AI algorithm inside that's constantly monitoring the temperature to keep the power bank below 99.14 degrees Fahrenheit, which is much less than the standard of 118.4 degrees Fahrenheit. So you know how you sometimes grab your power banks and they're super hot? Well, that's not happening here. This also does 15 watts of fast MagSafe charging for the iPhone, and it's powered by QI2. It'll charge an iPhone 15 Pro to 84% in only 2 hours and 25 minutes, while by comparison, a 7.5 watt power bank can charge it to only 77% in 3 hours. So it's significantly faster than others,
and also slimmer while also staying cooler. The kickstand on the back is actually also super sturdy. You can actually change the angle and keep it at that angle because of how sturdy it is, and that's probably one of my favorite features on this. So you can actually watch media or anything like that, or even prop it up to see the time and know that your phone's actually going to stay there, and it's actually going to stay on the MagSafe as well, because the magnets on this are incredibly powerful as well. Make sure to check these out in the links down below in the description, and thanks to ESR for sponsoring this video.
Now real quick, taking a closer look here at the phone, we have the sleep and wake, the new camera control button right there, and then volume up, volume down, and action button. Here at the bottom, we have the USB-C, as well as you can see that the screws are tinted to the actual body, unlike the normal 16 models where they're just like silver. Now real quick, I am gonna go ahead and put a screen protector on this. So now let's go ahead and boot this up and move on here. Overall here, just first look, I like it. I think I like it more than my last one. That slight subtle change, I do kind of like it. Maybe it's just that mine yellowed, maybe it's just me making it up, but I like the color more than my previous titanium color. So I do have a 14 Pro, the purple one here, so we can do just a quick little comparison on the bezels. Let me see if I can go here. So you can kind of see here the slight bezel difference there. Actually, not slight, pretty significant bezel difference there. Wow. Yeah, when you really compare it, look at that. That's crazy. It looks smaller. Yeah, very nice. Definitely makes the screen look fuller and bigger even. Look at that. Yeah, it's really, really good. Same size of the notch up top, so that's not changed. And everything else feels very similar. I would say compared to a 14 Pro here, of course, we have the slightly kind of cornered off edges, which aren't as harsh. So if you have a 14 Pro, this just feels way too bulky in the hand to hold with those flat edges. This feels a little better with slightly rounded edges. I really like that. I kind of hope we kind of go back to just having a fully rounded edged phone, because that was just really significantly more comfortable to hold, especially on these larger devices.
So now to show it to you here a little bit closer, a little bit of a different angle here, and the lighting here is the natural titanium. You can see when you hit it with a little bit of more yellow light, it begins to look more yellowy, of course, and less of that silvery kind of flat finish. You can see that there. Of course, I'll put up the 15 Pro right next to it so that you can see if there's any difference here. Let me know if you do notice anything there. This should help a little bit more with us seeing it with the different lighting here. I'm not sure if there is a difference. Honestly, if there is, it's so little that it really wouldn't make a difference on whether you would get this color or not. But I always like to just peek a little bit as close to it as I can to the colors just to see what we get. But from a distance here, there you go again. How does that look? Do they look any? To me, from a distance, they do look like they have a slightly different color. Let me swap them just to double check if it's not just the angle. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But while talking here, again, this is the Pro Max, so you can see kind of how it would look there if you're holding a phone this big. There it is. And then just to compare it, since they're the same color, you can see that the Pro definitely looks a little bit better when you're holding it to your ear. I think it looks more of the right size. This one looks pretty large when you're holding it up to your ear, but I mean, honestly, what does it matter? There you can see it. Apple logo not very visible. The cameras, lenses, very, very visible from a distance there, of course. And then while texting right here, this is how it looks. Definitely feels almost lighter than my old 15 Pro, but I'm guessing just because it's a Max, the weight distribution is kind of better. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see them there. Of course, this color, I think after having it for a year, it doesn't really intrigue me as much. It's become kind of boring and dull at this point for me. So I don't know, I'm kind of like excited to check out the black one. Maybe I would switch to it. I don't know, I had a black couple years in a row. Now I'm kind of inching back in that direction because I'm kind of tired of this color a little bit. We'll see when we unbox that one, but there it is. That's the natural titanium 16 Pro Max. Let me know if you're also tired. I think I'd prefer if Apple would have gotten rid of this one and given us a green one or something. I don't know if you agree, let me know in the comments below. But now let's try a few cases and that'll conclude the video. Now, the thing that I do have to give the natural titanium some credit for is how well it does match with a ton of cases. It kind of does as good of a job as silver or white does because every case that I've put on it over the past year really works and looks really good. Basically any color that you put on this is just going to match. I really don't think there's a color that's just not going to work. It works in either direction, lighter colors, darker colors. Here we have like a kind of similar color, titanium on titanium almost, and it looks good. Really like that one. Black on titanium. I don't have any for the Pro Max here except for the tough cases here, which if you want to see that, you can see how that looks all covered there. And then here we have a clear with black, but you can see that this color, if you're looking for a versatile color, this one works as that. It just works really well to dress it up or even dress it down. That's mainly why I went with it again. It just works with the cases. I can just keep swapping cases to whatever I like, and the phone really matches those. So yeah, and just in case you're wondering, this is the hybrid case from ESR, tough case. And we do have some softer silicone cases here, but they're not for the Pro. But you can kind of see just it works with absolutely everything. I think that's one of the pros. If you want a reason to get titanium, it's the fact that when you put a case on it, it looks fantastic with basically any color that you put on it. And when you take the case off, it also looks really good. Like, I don't know, I can't deny that it's just a really nice standard color that just kind of works. It's not poppy, it's not super vibrant, it's not super attractive, and it's not dull. And there you go. I mean, there it is, natural titanium. I still think there's a difference between the 15 Pro and the 16 Pro, but it's too subtle for me to really call it and just say it, you know, especially after I've had it for a year, and it might have, maybe that difference is from just using it and just being dirty. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you notice some weird audio issues at the beginning of the video, that's because I recorded the whole video and I forgot to hit record on my microphone. So I had to use AI to kind of try to fix the audio from one of my B cameras here, and hopefully not many people noticed, but there was nothing really else I could do. I was like, maybe I could re-record a voiceover or whatever, but I don't know. That's what I ended up doing. So sorry about that. Thanks for watching the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.